In the film The Great Gatsby, the stylistic element of costume is used to convey the theme of society and class, supporting the idea that fashionable liberty swelled during the Roaring Twenties. In the 1920s, the US went through a period of colossal social reform. As the economy boomed, people began living differently too. It was the era of the flappers, the liberated, independent, and free-spirited lifestyle many adopted. This sense of freedom is evident, particularly in the clothing both men and women from the upper and middle class wore. In this scene, Daisy's lacy lavender dress suggests she is a delicate and poised woman, as the materials aren't heavy ones but very elegant and floaty, accentuated by the softly rounded ruffles at the bottom. The pastel lavender tone emphasizes her elegance, but also gives her a sense of innocence and purity, as lavender is a very soft, calming, and feminine color. Nonetheless, her dress also suggests she is free-spirited, as the flapper dress is a representation of women's liberation, including that from the restrictive traditional dresses with corsets and heavy fabrics. Costume is also used to represent the divide within social classes, as evident in the scene. Whilst both men are in suits, Nick's is a warm brown tone that highlights his character's humility and modesty as a middle-class stockbroker. In contrast, Tom, the successful and wealthy upper-class businessman, wears a dark suit that represents his domineering and firm persona. This is emphasized by the detailed lines on his suit that underline the hardness of his character. His gilet and tie also accent his overly sophisticated look, which is only made more casual by his hat, giving the impression that he is trying to fit in with the middle class, yet failing due to the rest of his outfit. The stylistic element of costume is also used in Wes Anderson's The Grand Budapest Hotel to convey the theme of society and class. Every worker wears the same dark purple-themed uniform with few alterations depending on their work ranking to differentiate between their status. This marginalizes them and strips them of their individuality, as they cannot express themselves through their clothing, yet suggests that at that class ranking such conduct is expected. Additionally, it distinctively allows outsiders and guests to recognize their social status and class. Similarly, in the film American Hustle, costume is used to suggest a power struggle within the social hierarchy. In this scene, Sydney and Rosalind fight for power and influence, which is represented by their clothing. Both of their dresses have extremely low cuts, are backless and thus very exposing, and are very bold. This suggests that they are both trying to attract attention and stand out, suggesting a power struggle in the social hierarchy between the two women, as there is between the two dresses. Furthermore, in the film 12 Years a Slave, costume is also used to clearly differentiate between class and society. In this scene, Mrs. Epps's tailored dress, made out of rich, thick, and high-standard quality, contrasts Solomon's immensely. The slaves' clothes are ragged, dirty, and plain, suggesting that their appearance and protection is given no importance whatsoever. This demonstrates the inhumane treatment of black people in that time period and the type of racist society that prevailed. Finally, the costumes used in Jackie continuously depict Jackie Kennedy's grace and elegance. One such example is her iconic pink Chanel suit that she wore on the day her husband died. The suit suggests that the self-image Jackie was trying to project was one of compassion and love, perhaps to her country or her husband, as the color pink relates to intimacy and understanding. The suit is perfectly tailored to her silhouette and makes her look elegant and graceful, a self-image that she worked hard to maintain in the eyes of society, given she was the First Lady. Ironically, her husband was assassinated next to her while she wore this suit, which she left on with the bloodstains, suggesting that she wanted to make a statement about the murder through her clothes, whilst remaining graceful.